Good morning, everybody. So as you can see here, and you can tell by the title, I am making some pickled jalapenos with some of these sweet Mexican peppers. I can't remember the name because I'm not out in the garden. I think they're a waxed Mexican wax pepper or something. They say they're sweet. But I don't have very many of them. But I am going to pickle these before they go bad. So what I'm doing is I have these little tiny jars because this was really all I was going to can them in anyway. I'm going to make the full brine and just kind of go with it. So I don't want these silly hot, so I need my chopstick here. We're going to try and get as much of this out as I can. Oh, these are pretty seedy. You can leave the insides in if you'd like. It's just, I'm probably going to leave them in for a couple of them. I'm not going to take them all out, but I just don't want all of that heat. In there. So I'm just going to slice them up. Whoop! Too big. Too big! There we go. And just right onto the baking sheet. Now this one's supposed to be a sweet pepper, so I'm not going to bother taking out the pits for the seeds for these ones. And yes, I am going to put the bottom part, I am going to put this little part in there because there's nothing wrong with it. I'm putting them on a baking sheet and I don't have my oven turned on. I'll do that afterwards. I'm going to roast these off for about 10 minutes just to blister them a little bit. Because that's what the recipe says. Because I'm doing the one out of the Amish canning cookbook. That's the recipe that I'm using here today. Because it looks like the most basic, and that's kind of what I was looking for, which is basic. I didn't want fancy or anything like that. Okay. So now we are going to roast these peppers off. We're going to roast these peppers off for about 10 minutes and we'll be right back when I start making the brine for these. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now we got to make the brine because the jalapenos and the peppers are in the oven doing their business. So while that's happening, we're going to make the brine. And this is just a basic brine. I'm making the full recipe so when I have more out of my garden, all I got to do is just warm up the brine. Okay, so I need 5 cups. need 5 cups of vinegar, which that was 4, so I don't have a 5-cup measuring. Okay, so there's 5 cups vinegar, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of water, whoops, bing to bang, drop stuff, because that's how we roll. Okay, we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. Ooh, I can smell them jalapenos. I said 2 cups. We need 2 tablespoons of sugar, sorry. 4 teaspoons of pickling or canning salt is what the book says. 2, 3, and 4. And 2 cloves of garlic, which I had half gotten ready. Love the smell of garlic. Yeah, man. Why are you being so stubborn? Of course, the garlic wants to be this way because I'm on camera. There we go. Just gonna cut that in half. That was a big clove of garlic. Probably could have got away with just the 1 clove of garlic, but okay. Now we gotta simmer this just to bring it up to temperature, if I remember correctly. Simmer for 10 minutes and then remove garlic. Okay, so we're going to simmer this for 10 minutes. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes when this is done simmering. Okay, so my jalapenos and peppers are out of the oven now. I'm just using a plastic fork here because I can throw it away or I can wash it if I wanted to. I'm just going to get these into my little jars here. These are 4-ounce jars. No, they're not. They're 2-ounce jars. 125 milliliters if I remember correctly. But you want to make sure they have 1/2 inch headspace and packed down pretty good. Now, I have never canned these before. I've never even grown them before. This is all new for me. So hence why I am following the exact recipe. Now, I already know that these aren't going to be crisp when I go to eat them, because when I buy them at the store, they're not crisp. So why would I expect them to be crispy? Right, they're soggy when you buy them from the store. So and this will make my boys very happy, because my boys are the reason actually why I'm doing this, because they've been bugging me for pickled jalapenos. So that is why I'm doing this. And I figured I'd put the sweet pepper in with it, just so that way it wasn't all this heat right in your mouth. I think I'm going to get all 4 of these jars. Should put a glove on my other hand too. Haha. Oh well. Okay. Come on. And my brine over there is just about done. And I'm not using my big canning pot. I'm just using one of my, larger pots with the Instant Pot trivet in it. Yeah, these are packed down pretty good. Okay. So, set that there. Put this in here. And get my brine, which is, ooh. Oh, don't breathe in hot vinegar, guys. Ooh. Now, I'm not taking the garlic out of mine because I'm going to let this cool down. And then I'm going to put it into a big mason jar and just pop it in my fridge for the next time I need it. Give these a debubble, just kind of bang them around in there. Hot. Okay. All the headspace, everything looks good. Now I need my towel. Guys, you'd think by now I'd be organized, but no. Okay. Now I just need 4 rings. And then we're going to put this into the canner, or the pot, for 10 minutes. And then we'll let it sit for 5, and then bring them out. So I'll bring you guys back when I'm bringing these out of the pot. Alright, and here they are. All 4 of the little 2-ounce jars. I think all of them have sealed now. Yep, okay, there we go. Now they've all sealed. And they look, let's see if I can show you. Ooh, they look pretty good. Okay, and then here's my brine. I think you can see that. There you go. Okay, there's my brine. Here, I'm just going to let that cool. Then I'll store it in the fridge, and then the next time I have more, I'll make more, and so on. Because when you do stuff out of your own garden, this is kind of the way to do it if you don't want stuff to go bad. If you don't plant a whole bunch of them. So, little batches add up over time. So, hope you guys like, and I will let you know how these turn out. So, have a good one. Bye!